Markets gives you the opening price. That's the say dealing price or execution price. If it's continuing, it's going to sell back to retest here and then sell. Even if it means now the case was to change from buying, it would have done this.
It's a good day to everyone. I'm here at the Reservoir Hotel. I was in Mashaya's seminar. It changed my life. Before I can say before I begin, but I say my life changed. I was doing Forex for almost 3 years now. But I never went to a seminar where it can simplify things the way Mashaya did. I can see what was. I always find the account, try to build the account, blow the account. I've got too many groups where I was into them. And I went to many seminars as well. But Yabona today, 714, we are killing it. You like it, you don't like it, it's up to you. I'm gonna kill with 714.
Because for me, I'm 100% sure if you do the work, you definitely will find what it's working. Yeah, but that guy just assumingly said, it's a pamphlet, what. And where is he today? I cut him off on TikTok, he was gone, then he went to Instagram. Continued to do the same thing, trying to scam other people. Because that guy was charging more money with the perception of what? He's giving more value. So he was like, if you want to learn Forex trading quickly and make stable money, then come to me, pay 40,000, 47, how much was it?
Now we learned a life lesson today. You think we're going to use the 714 to improve our lives for better, good quality of lifestyle. 714 method forever and ever. Thank you very much.
Let's actually get to the charts. Let's get to the work. Why you came here? What is 714? This is a small book. Most people, they think that it's about a book, that Masha is selling a book. That's why even that guy who capital balls, that Rasta guy, that's why even for him he thought he could come after me. Now if you're going to come after me, make sure you do your research. And I'm sure you're not going to find anything, but do your research. I don't care anyone making, commenting on the 714 method or doing a review. But your review must be honest. Do your research properly, see if this thing works. If it's working, tell people it's working. If it's not, say it's not working. But after doing the proof, because for me, I'm 100% sure if you do the work, you definitely will find what it's working. Yeah, but that guy just assumingly said, it's a pamphlet, what. And where is he today? I cut him off on TikTok, he was gone, then he went to Instagram. Continued to do the same thing, trying to scam other people. Because that guy was charging more money with the perception of what? He's giving more value. So he was like, if you want to learn Forex trading quickly and make stable money, then come to me, pay 40,000, 47, how much was it? 45,000 for mentorship. So in your mind, you was creating the narrative that, yeah, his information is more valuable, so with him, definitely you're going to win. Yeah, and then I fucked him up. So to a point where he was no longer online on TikTok, then he went to Instagram, continued to scam other people. Radal Fact sat on his back, and he like collected more evidence, people coming up to complain. And then if people complain, they block them. If people they complain, block them. And that's how most guys are doing. So the 714 method is mentorship. It's a cause. It's not just a book. Yes, the book is part of to say there's something like this. Because sometimes to paint a clear picture in people's mind, you must have something tangible. But this book does not entail of every experience that I know. This book also does not entail of forex trading strategies. It's based on one narrative of how personally I look at the market and how you should trade it. Because most people who say they write forex books out there, they will tell you about strategies, a lot of things. So it's all for sales. Yeah, well, it should be decisive. I mean, I'm a straightforward person, like, no nonsense. Straightforward. Hates me, I don't give a fuck. Love me, fuck off. That's how it is. Straightforward. Yeah, well, that's how it is. So, that is the 714 method. It's basically a mentorship. One particular way of how I look at the markets. Okay? So, let me read here what is the 714 method. I wrote this book, Msalov. I wrote it word to word, but I can't recite it. You know, after making money, it's just kind of like, whatever. So, what is the 714 method? The 714 method is a study of specific price action that happens every day as the nature of the market. The study is based on time and price, and it has been proven with evidence that the market is specific and perfectly balanced. It is not a series of random price action. So what is the 714 method? It's a study of specific price action that happens at a specific time. That is the definition of it. Why specific? Because it's the market. Understand what is a market? Commerce, you did commerce. A market is a place where buyers and sellers meet to trade. What happens in the market? The market, can you go at midnight in the market? No. Can you, what time? You can go to the market from 8 o'clock, maybe it's 7 o'clock, the market opens, or maybe 6 o'clock, depending on just the normal market where you buy your veggies. Farmers open what time? Maybe 6 o'clock, they're already there plucking their stuff. So you know the time, the market is the time to open. You know that there is a price. Those are two things. Opening price, opening time. That's a market. Again, I have a trend line. Where does supply and demand comes in? Where does moving averages? Where does indicators come in? Most people, they've misunderstood the markets. That's why I call them gay. Because the minute you open the charts and you look at the charts, you want to make up. Question. You're throwing, you're putting, you're drawing this, you're doing that. And then that hides the actual nature of the market. So you end up now building a narrative for yourself, like this is what the market should look like. So you are no longer looking at the market for what the market really is. That's why most people they get it wrong. That's why we have so many strategies that don't even fucking work. That's why I also hated robots. Right now we are working on a bot, 714 bot. It's taking so long. From beginning of the year up until now, we're working on the bot. Why is it taking so long? Because it's coded based on understanding. I've always hated robots, right? But now I'm working on mine as an experiment, checking if the information that I understand, if I can code it, can it provide the same details that I'm actually doing physically without any emotional attachments? And so far with what we've got, it's working very well. We've been trading, we've linked the bot. I was with the person who's coding for me not last week, that week prior. And he's already having it running live for the past 2 months. It's only taken 2 losses. You see? So why? Because I told him, if we design this is the carrier of my reputation. And I don't want anything that will deteriorate my reputation. So if we do this product, it should be perfect. It should do its best. And that's what we're doing. That's why it's taking so long. Because you have to code something, back test it, make sure that in the past it makes sense, and then test it to make sure that in the reality of time, does it do the exact thing that I want? Not these kids who come up with robots here, 2.0, 2 point what, because all they do is simply take the robot that are existing, that they don't even know who coded it on what strategy. They take the same thing, change the branding, repackage it, rename it, and then say, yeah, here's a robot. So that's why I haven't come out with a specific answer based on the 714, but because we are still doing what? We are still working on it, okay? So now, here's the catch. I know there will be so many bots, as my 714 bots. Because you wanna pay. How much is the pot? The pot will be free. That's how I'm going to kill all of these things. I'll just make it free. So I will make the pots free. I asked XM to create some form of security for them in order for it to work there. Yeah, so I know if you see it on other platforms, it's not working. So you can be able to open it, link it on your account, and then it trades for you. You choose your lot size, how much you want to trade, and then it continuously trades. Most people, I would love you to do this when you're trading with the pots. Let it do its work. You can have another separate account trading for yourself. You can have the account that the pot is only trading. So you can actually see if it's working or not. Fuck off. Let it do its work. Don't mix it. Now you see like, hey, I think it's here. And then you're taking trades. Hey, it's in profit. You close. No, let it do its work. If you want to trade, have another additional account. You do your own execution. That's the best way. Yeah, because here's another thing. 714 method is working. But there is only one thing that is killing most traders. 714 traders. Hence, you'll never see any negativity. No one says, yeah, this thing doesn't work. It's working. But the only bad thing is greed. Hey, that's what is killing a lot of people. Greediness. And there is only one cure for greediness. It's generosity. Being grateful. Accept what you're getting in the market. When you make profits, you walk away. You are working right now. You don't love your job. Every time you pay for knockoff time so you can go home. Do the same thing with the market. It's labor. When you've made your profits, you're done. You're going off. So the only thing that is killing most traders in the market, it's greediness. They want more money. This is money that you'll make for the rest of your life. If you want to make all the money in the market today, you are killing your own self. And for most people, this is what they do. I'm going to teach you the 714 method. You learn it. When you're starting off, you respect it. You use a reasonable lot size. You respect your account and whatnot. 1 week, 2 weeks, you're like, hey, man, hey, I'm killing this thing. I'm killing it. I got this now. I'm the master. Hey, Mashai. Hey, you're king, boss. Hey, thank you so much. You send me the screenshot. Next week, you increase lot size. You increase lot size. So now look at this. The amount of money we were making in a week, you are losing it on one trade. You find again, lose it again. You find again, you lose it all. And then you are, hey, Masha, 714, I'm losing money now. Hey, maybe they know it's I'm using it. They can see, hey, the market maker, now you're blaming. It doesn't work like that. Nobody knows if you are trading. That's why even those fucking fake mentors, they lie to you. Hey, they went for my stop loss. Hey, they sell for my stop. Nobody sees your fucking stop loss. This thing is moving on its own. It doesn't even know you exist. It doesn't even know you executed. Manipulation. When the market is gonna supposed to buy and then instantly drop and come back. Hey, it's manipulation, manipulation. It's manipulation when you lose. When you made money, hey, I killed it. Hey, I got it. You see? So it's failing to take accountability. When you make money, yeah, it's luck. But the one thing that I would really wish you to understand when it comes to 714 method, I want you to be able to recognize the patterns where you win, where you make money. So even if you lose a trade, you are not saying, hey, no, accountability. Oh, this is where I went wrong. Okay. You accept your losses. That won't force you to be straightforward. You're like, okay, this is where I went wrong. Then you close your trades easily. So that's how it should be. That is how I want you to trade. Be an acceptable trader. Not to say, this thing is by random, what, no. What did I say here? Specific time, specific price. That's no guessing games. That's no guessing games. Actually, the no guessing games is a whole new vision. Guys, when it comes to trading, I've been so obsessed to a point whereby, my obsession almost killed me. I was so obsessed to a point whereby I wanted to know every tick. That is my craziest stage in terms of forex trading. I could sit all day like this, look at the charts, and tell you what it's going to do exactly up until at night. That is what I used to do after I figured the 714 method. I was like, hey, I'm going to go crazy here. There's a lot of information. And I would get so stressed even if I missed one beat. Like the exact... I can be able to predict where the market will turn exactly. The high of the day, the low of the day. If you think I'm lying, go to my Telegram group, the 714 Method official page. Go back and look my previous videos when I was trading in 2019, 2021, 2022. It's there. The videos are there because I was recording everything. Clean entries. But I was like, hey, this thing is going to kill me. I need to know exactly how I trade. And then I reduced from there. I was like, okay, this is the information I'm going to use. Because at the end of the day, it's about making money, not being smart. And then from there, the information that I chose to use, not what I lost, I still have it. I still practice some of the things I know. But that's why, if I can teach everything I know, most of you would end up being confused. Because hey, now, but the point is for me to give you something that is practical, that you can go home, practice, and do this. So that's why there are things I teach openly to show that it's possible. And then there are other things in mentorship which need more time. In case you want to go crazy, that's how I usually say it. I can teach you, I can talk about something new that you've never heard of from day up until. I know when I say that, people are like, oh, are you talking about ICT? It's not ICT, Shem. It's not, Band. It's not ICT, okay? Because most of the people, they do that. So I can talk about something new, making the previous information feel dumber. Like, hey, which means that doesn't know. I can show you so many ways to fish. Same fish, but there's many ways to actually fish. So that's what is important. Okay, let's get to work before we get hungry. I got biltong there in case someone is hungry. I know we all wake up in the morning. So you all from Kimberly or someone come from other places? From? Douglas. Where's that? 100 Ks. We drove 100 Ks. Yeah, that's fair. Who else? Wybeck. Freibeck. Hey. Freibeck. Who else? Lady Smith. How see us enjoy Lady Smith? Or you stay around here? Oh, okay. Yeah, but we do have a seminar lined up for Lady Smith next month. Because on the 5th, I'm going back to Durban. 5th of August, going back to Durban. After we're done Cape Town. Because next week, on the 2nd, I'll be in Cape Town. But I'll leave early, I'll leave early. So who else? Bloemfontein. Hey, what did you man? You were there yesterday. What happened? You missed it? Or you were drunk from the previous night? I met some guys actually in Bloemfontein. We had a seminar in Saturday. So Friday night we went out to drink, So we went to a club. So while I'm there, we went to the loo like 2 times. So I'm always like this when I'm walking in those clubs. Because when guys are drunk, so I'm like walking like this. So as I'm being, one guy comes in the back and like, hey, who batlang mo? I feel unqueer. And I look back, 714! Hey, 714! 714! Hey, 714! No, the phone. Hey, you phone. I'm like, how? I have a seminar tomorrow. Hey. And now he's pulling me off, he's calling other guys, hey, you know who this is? You know who this is? I'm like, yo, Mudim. So it happened. But as I say, I admire the respect, but I'm not a celeb. I don't know what I am, but I'm not a celeb. I'm a mentor. I think that's fine. Not a celeb. Okay. Now, time to get your pens out. Pens, these ones. That's bonso size. So, now, what is 714? I've already given you the description of 714. 714, it's a study of specific price action. So as you are here to get what? The case study, to go home and study the case. See what I did there? So, and then when you go home, this is what you're supposed to do. On your chart or on your time frame. Oh, before I forget, the money goes into money, guys. So the $150 will be given to people who are funded. So we'll top up your accounts. If you got nothing, you get nothing. Duh. That's how it works. So now, what is 714 method is based on time. So personally, when do I advise you to trade the most? The time that I would advise you to trade on, it's 100 to 200 SAST PM, which is South African Standard Time, SAST. The clock on your wrist, 1 to 2, right? That's the most important time to trade in the day. Why am I saying trade within that time? You saw how much I made, right, over the year, from last year. I've made over 16 million. Aibu, 6 million. Hey. Wow, you're getting there. Aibu. That is what I made last year. I didn't say from when I started. So, now, most of that amount, I made it trading what I'm showing you here. There's so many things that I know, but what made me most money is what I'm going to teach you right now. So, from 1 to 2 every day, you set an alarm. You set an alarm, 1 o'clock every day. You put the label, observation. You can say observation time. 1 o'clock SAST, observation time. Right? So under the observation time, the first candlestick at 1300, you mark the opening price. You mark the opening price of that. Very much important. Those who have iPhones, it's easy to put labels. I don't know if it's doable on Android, but I don't. So if not, then you'll use your memory. So now you do that. You mark the opening price, and then number 2, you set another alarm. That's 2. 2 p.m. and you label it, label, not black, label. You label it, execution time, right? You label it execution time. Very much important. So the one at 1 p.m., observation. You know that's the time window that you have to be observant on the chart, and you just mark the opening price. The second alarm rings at 2 o'clock, then you do what? You know it's execution time. If you are working, you can set the one at 2 o'clock, but provided first, you are going to practice everything that I'll be teaching you hereafter. And then once you understand it, it's easy for you to just activate one alarm, 2 o'clock, and then when the alarm hits, you're checking now from 1 to 2 what actually happens, right? So very much important. Now, for the 714 method, there's 3 reasons of executions, right? There's 3 reasons for executions. Mind you, execution is a mediator between buying or selling. That's why I say execution. I didn't say there's 3 reasons to buy. I didn't say there's 3 reasons to sell. Execution, that's why you press there based on the perception that you've gotten on the charts. Okay? 3 reasons of execution. Number 1, it's time, as I've given here. This one is time. Okay? Number 2, based on opening price, which is also called an OP. Number 3, structure. Why did you buy? It looked like what I know. Why did you sell? It looked like what I know. Why did you buy? It's on the opening price. Why did you sell? It's on the opening price. Why did you buy? Because it's the right time. Why did you buy? Because it's the right time. So those are the only 3 reasons which should ever motivate you to actually execute, right? So this is the first things first. And then let me dip deeper on 1 p.m. candle. Okay? We know that in the market we generally have 2 candlesticks. We have a bearish candlestick. We have a bullish candlestick. The blue one is bullish. The red one is bearish. Okay? So when the market is bearish, it opens on the high. But if it's bullish, it opens on the low. Okay? As I'm talking about this, I'm not talking about candlesticks. I'm not saying go and download the Bible of candlesticks. I have a group which is called a chat box, 714 chat box. That is the group whereby all loyal 714 traders are in that group, active traders. Right? They are executing on their own account, but I've just created a group so they can all come in and share whatever they're trading based on the 714. If you're going to come there and you try to be smart to share other things, I remove you and block you. And last week I blocked 3 people. Because people, they come in that group and say, yeah, I want to be assisted, I want to trade with other people. Because I'm running from this thing that you'll find yourself with other people who are trading different things, and then they always confuse you. End of the day, you find out that your own opinion was mostly correct than the other person's. So I've created a group for people to actually share the same narrative. So people, they come there now and say, yeah, hey 714, yeah, it's confirming. Yeah, you can see buy side liquidity. This was taken out now. Hey, it's on the order block. So let's buy. Some, they come with petting. Yeah, I see a bearish flag. Yeah, 714 is confirmed. You don't use 714 method for confirmations. Because if it's working, you need to know it's really working. If it's not working, you need to know it's not working. It's not part of the confluence. You don't put confluence on the 714. You use it as it is. How are you going to know if it's working if you're trying to help it? You get the point? So people don't understand. They're always like, no, it's all about winning. It's just as long. You're winning with what? How are you going to be accountable if you don't know what you use? Why you won the trade? Is it the breakout you highlighted? Is it the order block? Is it the 714 narrative? Is it the moving average? What made you win the trade? You may have so many things on your charts. When you look at my charts, it's always naked. That's how I like my... So, you should be able to say, this is why I won. Yabo? And then in that group, it's open. People, they just come to trade. If it's not working for you, you know, I 714, I shy code. Clean. Yabo? If you need help, okay, where are you getting confused? It's easy to break it down. A person will send me a screenshot of a chart. Masha 714 is confusing me here. And you look at, there's so many fucking things. When I'm physically, I'm shang and bam. Because that is not how I teach. Yeah, but the truth. Is this working or not? That should be the... Stop trying to help it. Stop using it as a confluence, adding confluences and other things. Doesn't need help. So I'm going to block because I have nothing to lose. I really have nothing to lose. That is one of my motto. I was poor, guys. I told you before. That's why I started with focal. Nothing. So all of this is a privilege. I have nothing to lose. Self-fucking made. Self-fucking made. All right, so now, 1 o'clock, you will have one of these two. So if it's bullish, you're gonna draw your line here. If it's bearish, I mean here. If it's bullish, you use this one. It's gonna open at the bottom. Okay. This is the first thing. You should be doing this, as I say, because this is practical. If you read there under our vision, I didn't read our vision. Our vision says, our mission says, okay, vision first. Our vision, why am I here? To empower individuals globally by offering accessible forex trading education, building a knowledgeable community of traders who make informed financial decisions and achieve sustainable wealth, right? What is our mission? How am I going to do that? All right? How am I going to do that? Our mission is to provide comprehensive, practical experience or knowledge or information. Practical. What are we doing here is practical right now, right? So providing comprehensive, practical forex trading education that equips individuals with skills and knowledge needed to succeed in the financial markets. We are dedicated to fostering a supportive community where we don't give a fuck. Okay? Guys, the fuck word is for emphasis. Because I'm like, no, guys, you need to listen. This is for your own sake. Okay. Fostering a supportive community where traders can learn, grow, and share experiences by promoting transparency, continuous learning, and responsible trading practices. We aim to help our members achieve financial independence and go a long-term success. So now everything that I've been talking about resonates with this, because I said I don't want you to make money to lose money. I don't want you to make money to get yourself into more trouble, which means this is for a long term. Wealth goes a long way, but rich dies shortly. Okay? Not about proving that you are rich. It's more about you having the confidence of knowing that you can go long. You get the point? So that's what about it. Okay? What is this blowist saying? Okay, never mind. So, now let's get to the actual work. What's the time now? 1:30. Okay, almost done. Right. Now, 1 o'clock, alarm goes off, you go to your chart, you put a vertical line. Exactly at 1 o'clock, alarm goes off. And then maybe you wait 5 minutes for the first candlestick to close, and then you mark the opening price. And then the second alarm goes off. At 2 o'clock, you put another vertical line. And then after that alarm has gone off again, you then evaluate. So the first things first, remember the two candlesticks here. Whether the market was bullish or the market was bearish, that's where you mark the opening price. If it's bullish, you mark from here to up there. If it's been bearish, it's gonna do that. But the most important question now is the direction between the hour window. So from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, you go back to your chart. You want to see where did the market go. That's the question you ask yourself. Direction, okay? That's the question you ask yourself. Did the market from 1 o'clock go up, or did the market from 1 o'clock go down? That shouldn't be hard. 1 to 2 p.m., you are there. While you are around 1 o'clock, you are unemployed. You look for this 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Where was the market going? Did it go up? Did it go down? You look at the overall trend. Not that you look at the first fucking candlestick. You look at the overall trend, 1 hour window. Oh, the market was bullish. The market was bearish. So now, the thing that follows after, if the markets now decided to start by going up, it will later sell. If the market opened from 1 o'clock and then it went down to 2 o'clock, it will then what? Buy. Why? Because Mashaya said so. How do you prove me wrong? Go to the fucking charts and get the evidence, and then go back, check for the past 6 weeks, past 6 months, past 6 years. Has it been doing so? That's the evidence that will support your case, and that is how you're going to learn to trust this. You go to your charts, you do that. So after 2 o'clock, you're only looking for what? 50 pips. So what is Masha saying? I am saying to you, every day between 1 and 2, the market will take a direction. After that direction, at 2 o'clock, exactly 2 o'clock, the market will move in the opposite direction. When it moves in that opposite direction, you only want 50 pips. You are not looking for a market that will go forever. You are looking for what? 50 pips. There's nothing specific than what I'm teaching you right now. First things first, you know when to trade. That's why you'd see me sometimes sleeping, waking up during the day, going upstairs, opening my PC, execute my trades, make money, and then go back. You've been sitting there the whole day, it's gonna, and still you lose. I wake up, I go to the charts, I know what I'm looking for, I take my trades, I'm done. When you're busy there, I think, hey, bro, hey. You're still asking. You don't know what the market is going to do. 50 pips, specific. What time? 1 o'clock. What does that give you? Specific price. If I'm selling these pens, I'm not just going to say I'm selling this price. The question is, what price? How much are they? I'm not going to say whichever amount you do. Which tells you, which if you just open your charts and you buy everywhere or anywhere, you are the same guy who's saying, I want to buy gold. That's what price? Unamalin. Whichever price it's buying or selling, I'm taking it. That is nonsense. Everything is for sale, but there is a specific price for selling it. And that's what the market will do. At 1 o'clock, it will give you the dealing price, whether to buy or sell. So you'll have a market open, goes up, goes a bit up between 1 and 2, and then afterwards it will give you whether a discount or a change of direction. But you're only looking for what? 50 pips movement. Specific. One of the reasons to execute, I said what? There's 3. The number 1, it's money, time. 2 o'clock. Why are you selling? It's fucking 2 o'clock. What's the confluence? There's no fucking confluence. You just execute. If the market will buy from 1 to 2, 2 o'clock you go short. You're not looking for a market that will go and never come back like your father, but you're looking for 50 pips. Simple, specific, short. Yawangela, what have I helped you in terms of? I've eliminated all your impatience problems. I've eliminated all your fear. I've eliminated all your emotional imbalances. I've eliminated all your doubts. Because you know, if it doesn't do the same thing between 1 and 2 or 2 afterwards, it's not the day. You don't blame all your fathers, you don't go to slaughter chickens and whatever and pray and go buy swash, or now you're starting praying or whatever. There's a lot of things. People even blame parents, because I don't have parents. I don't have parents. I never grew up with parents. Yeah, but I'm me. In your mind, this is your skeleton. So delete those notes in your phone. This is what you should be having in your mind. So this is what you should be having in your mind, okay? Let me show you this because I really want you to understand. 50 pips. I'll go to the chart before I explain that further. This is my chart. If I draw this rectangle, and then it says 500 at the end, we're still going to go to the chart, we'll switch off this light. But this range here that you're looking at right now, that specific range, that is 50 pips. That is the most powerful thing you'll ever learn. That is 50 pips. So this narrative of the market will always spike is created by this trend line strategy because you are always expecting an expansion in the forex market, whereas the market, it's moving a limited number of volume in a day, something called an ADR. The market will always move in a limited volume. So if you know how much it's going to move specifically, you're always looking for a potion. Be fucking grateful. We know you've been poor, but come on. It's a buffet. Yeah, well, take a beat every day. You are not late. Like, Masha is a double-story house with a swimming pool. I wanted 2. Relax, Chief. Okay? So now, 50 pips. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks. TP hits. More time with the wife, more time with the kids. You know? More time to drink. So now, let's do this so you understand that. I'm going to skip to risk management. Okay, risk management. Typical example on gold. Mostly I trade gold, right? So when we come to risk management, we have lot size, and then we have pips, and then we have pip value, and then actual amount. So when it comes to lot size, we have 0.01, we have 0.10, we have 1 lot. Those are our 3 lot sizes, right? You trade your problems. We have different problems, guys. 0.01, if the market is going to move 50 pips, and the pip value for gold is 2 rand, it's always 2 rand. Like if gold moves 50 pips, it's going to double. So there's something called pip value. That's why 50 pips on gold is not equal as 50 pips on Nasdaq, is not equal as 50 pips on USD, is not equal as 50 pips on GBP USD or JPP JPY. That's why I don't trade currency pairs, because you'll get a movement like this, but the profit is $10. A good setup will not pay for your rent. A good setup will not pay for whatever. A good setup will not give you that girlfriend allowance or make you a girlfriend allowance. Okay, never mind. But, so 50 pips. Now, if you are trading 0.01, The market moves 50 pips. You will be making how much in the trade? 100 rand. You are trading 0.10, the market moves 50 pips. Pip value is the same. You are making how much? 1,000. You are trading one lot, market moves 50 pips. Same pip value. How much you making? 10,000 rands. Even if it's dollar, it's equivalent. Same thing every day, different lot size. So how do I make this easier for you? You are trading your own problems. The lot size should tell you what? This one, 0.01. You know that you are either unemployed, you are hustling, however you're hustling, you stay with your parents, you are a student, right? You don't have many problems. 0.01 is where you belong. Trade according to your problems. You are a student. Your only problem that you worry that you should have is that you have full 2-minute noodles on your cupboard. That's the only stress you should be having. 2-minute noodles and 5 liters of Oros. Good for a month. You see? But the problem, 0.01, your concern is that you have necessities, actually. You could shift this to your hierarchy of needs, but you have the basic needs. You can buy your cosmetics, you have money for transport in terms of mobility, you have cash back in your pockets. 0.01. 0.01, each trade gives you that. Times this by 5. Times this by 20 days in a month. That's 2,000 extra income, right? 0.10, you are working. Maybe you are a teacher. Or you are working. So you're getting whatever amount you are making. Maybe let's say on your budget, you are able to take 2,000 to trade with. And then this is the actual lot size that you are using. You're taking 0.10. So if you're taking 0.10, you're trading 50 pips a day, you're most likely to make 1,000 every day. So this is where you belong if you are working. Let's say maybe you are earning up to 15,000 on your savings account, how much you're saving. Maybe you take half of your savings, you fund your trading account, and then you're trading. This is the maximum lot size, understand that. Maximum lot size, you don't surpass this in terms of this. Some people will ask me, okay, how do you determine lot size? This is how much you want, right? So this is how much you fund with. But this is your maximum lot size. You want 1,000 rand, reverse it. Which means you fund it 1,000, your lot size must not be more than 0.10. If your entry is precise, targeting that gets 50 pips, then that's what you should do. Okay? One lot, it's you guys, rough guys, you've been hit by a car, now it's paying off. So you got your rough money, you got your tender money, you got your UIF money. Those people are going to get like a lump sum of money. Maybe you have a business that you're running, you have cottages, you have the confidence to fund big. So the reason why I'm putting this, it's not because I'm trying to have you on survival mode of trading, like, oh, let me just go small here. The reason why I'm saying that because you are starting off with this and it's our first time meeting. So this is what I would like you to practice over a period of time up until you get confident, you get experience, you see these things in the charts. And then once you get enough confidence, now you can be able to capitalize and add on your lot size. So a lot size is nothing to do, but based on your own experience. That's why for some of you, when you were trading those nonsense strategies, you were like, hey, I need more money. If I can just get 10,000, I would never blow it. You got your 10,000, where is it? You've blown it. Yeah, so now, getting the right information, even if it's little capital, you can grow it. I've traded so many small accounts trying to prove that if the account is small, you can still trade it up. It's just like you find a did 1,000. You take this trade, and you're like, yo, you're in a loss. Close it. Close it. Don't say, no, I'm going to wait for it to come back, and then, no. It's not going in your favor. Because understand this, the minute you execute, your faith is it's going straight into profit. That's the mindset. So when it's going the other way around, just close it. If it comes back, then you can re-enter. Always. We are trading precisely. It's no longer those days where we are randomly trading. No. Right now, we know where we're going in, we know where we're going out. Specific, straightforward. That's how I want you guys to trade from this point forward. So, it's moving other ways, you close. If it's your account is back to 200 rand, which means you fall short here. So you know, okay, now I'm back on hundreds. So this is how I should be trading. Then you take the trade, come back. But within a week, you could actually recover your account back. And then you're back on your game. And then you continue. When you make more money, remember, open an additional account, you move your profits to the other one. Stop putting money in the bank. Because it's each and every time. I want you to be able to trade without affecting your bank balance. Trade profit with profits. Always, if you're finding you moving profits, you're taking from a portion of your profit, you put in your trading account, you continuously trade, and then you put it back. When you make profits, you move it to this account. When you make reasonable money in a month end, you don't withdraw it all. You withdraw that portion, like, okay, I'm going to take this for myself. Yeah, bro? So you don't spend all the money, you're so busy when you're trying to prove, hey guys, hey, we 714, young video call it up, Namachita, hey, nang lo cheat, I'm so bam. We call him yoga shale or tele. We call him yoga shale or shadis leo. Should see, like, why trade dealer? I think when's like 50,000 for the first time. So man, say, be so proud, but I say, shy pride. So you have a task that say, I'm cheating from this forex, I'm for ne, hey. It's a bomb, but I can tell you to say bomb, I can tell you to say bomb, my shop, now but look about but I know people express themselves different. They call crying because they've never made a withdrawal. There's people who've been trading for years, depositing, never actually made money, never made a banning. Yeah, but and 714 method has made so many first-time withdrawers. That's why I will never beg you to trade. I will tell you. And if you don't want to listen, Footek, go back to being broke. I lose nothing. You are the one who stands to gain. So why should I respect a broke person? How? Your children, they only respect you because they don't know that you're broke. And you call up. But okay, so now we are taking this 100 rand times 5, that is 500. That is per week. 1,000 times 5, that is 5,000 per week. 10,000. That is 50K. Five days. This is like your first week testing this out. And you are making these numbers. And you are about to do this for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, guys. No pressure, no stress, no nothing, no masha in your back. First week. So if you funded with 500 already, you doubled. Or if you funded with 1,000 already, top. Whichever amount, but the market will do the same thing every day. So here, I was showing you actually the power of what? 50 pips. Nothing much. The power of 50 pips. 1 TP. 1 TP. Don't tell me about these fucking mentors who gonna give you one signal and 10 take profits. Buy gold, TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, TP5, TP6. What the fuck? 1 TP, 50 pips, in and out. The whole week, 250 pips. 2 weeks, 500 pips. That's reasonable money there, guys. Because even if you take this guy, you times him by 4, what are you getting? 2,000. Money you never budgeted for. No effort, no nothing. Our party's cuffed in, Lana. You don't have to chase a bus. You have no stress of the morning rush. Nothing. 2K. Yabo. Times here. 20K. Some people don't even make 20,000 a month working, especially after deductions. Baba. Some of you even mute the phone, like, hey, I will see how much they leave me. So you leave your phone like that. 20K, you know. That's how life is. The more money you have with the right information, you make more money. The little money you have, but you need to build up from there. I mean, I was never funded, as I told you. I was never funded. It's only trading. And I don't have any other, it's better I say, I don't have any other business that I'm running that is giving me money, that gave me money before. No. It's only been on the chart. That's only been my obsession ever since. Yeah, well? So over here, I'm teaching you to respect 50 pips in a day. 50 pips. Right? There's no need to be greedy. This is all you are looking for on an everyday basis. There is no one, you can go the whole of South Africa, no one will ever teach you Forex like I'm teaching you, in a realistic point of view. I'm not selling you dreams. I'm not telling you big hopes. Because other guys, they're like millions here. You see here, 50 pips, yeah, okay, you can make 100,000 chief. But remember, mentorship is on 50%, 50%. If you want mentorship, you can join mentorship. If you want a one-on-one, you can book a one-on-one willingly. I'm not going to tell you to do that. But even if you pay, I don't care, even if you have money, I have money too. Even if you have money, do this practical thing first. See that it's working for you. Then you may seek further information. Having seen that the information I'm giving you for free is working, you are making money. Then you can take the full course afterwards. That is what I want you to do. The truth about Forex. You don't have to lose. I don't have to lose. We can all win. 714. You've seen when you're trading live, always killing markets. And then people are like, I'm not going to follow too much. I'm going to do my own thing. Best is Yakal. Yeah, but more than not, I'm always killing it. I've only lost 2 events this year. Trading live. Most of my events, I'm trading live. Yeah, making money with you, because you need to see how is he reacting? What is he saying during the fundamental news? Okay, let's move on. Now, same thing again. It always starts here. Okay, this is your main structure, right? Anyone here who's on mentorship, like my official mentorship with you? So, oh, but there should be some. Okay, it's only one. Okay, how many people are like trading the 714 and blowing? Okay. Why are you like this, and then when I say blowing, you're like... Okay, so how many people are trading the 714? Like trading on your own, you've been following online instruction. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 people. No, your own mentorship, so you are above these guys. Okay. No, I'm actually checking, because those who are following me online, basically watch my videos on YouTube, they often have questions here and there, like, okay, what happens if I do this, what I do this, what I do this, yeah, so it's only about that. Okay, now, I'm continuing with the session. This is the first draft over here. This is the first narrative. Market opens, goes up, after 2 it sells, go down. 50 pips. 2 o'clock, march out 2 o'clock. 50 pips, done for the day. This is the first structure. And then the often question now that confuses a lot of people. Hey, Masha, what do we do? How do I identify a continuation? How do I trade a continuation? My nigga, the thing says itself. It's all appeal. It's all appeal. It's continuing. So what confuses you there? Yeah, Nkowen, yeah. Yeah, like, hey, hey, Muzulu, hey, I'll hear you. Okay. Continuation, right? So this is the question that confuses a lot of people, but the answer is in the word itself. It's a continuation. So what does this mean? The market itself had been going down. It's been selling. It's been selling. So you check the past 2 days, the market is bearish. Maybe the past week it's bearish. You check on H1, it's bearish. H4, it's bearish. So what the market will do, it will break down from the opening price, go down, come back to the opening price, and then continue to sell. So over here, most of the time, you can have 2 trades, because you see that the direction of the market is bearish in the long trend. When it comes down here, it's going to come 1 to 2, it sells. Over here, you take the buy, 50 pips, comes up to the opening price. You know it's going to retest and then continue to die. Then you take another 50 pips, and then you sell. So the most important thing about this structure, the market will not just sell anywhere. It will come back to the opening price, retest, and then sell. You see? And then the other point, the other way of movement is that the market will be selling inside, retest on the center, and then continues to drop after 2. The repricing will be in the center between 1 and 2 o'clock. In the middle, isn't I told you the first narrative, you wait from 1 to 2, and then after 2, that's where you get your retest. Another reception, it will do this within 1 and 2. Go back to retest, and then when 2 o'clock comes, it just continues. What is the narrative? It's continuing. So if you are going somewhere, you are driving somewhere, and you get stopped at a robot, when the robot opens, you do what? You go. That's what the market is. That's the intent. That's the direction. And you are not just trading. You're always looking for 50 pips. And then you're out. So this one is the one on time. This one happens right exactly around the time. And then the other one would be, need a different color. Let me use red. The third scenario now being the market opening you see what I did there? It's going to continue past 1 and 2. It just sells. Maybe it goes up and turns around 3 or 4 p.m. Then comes back to the opening price and then sells. Why will it always come back to the opening price? Because the market doesn't just buy anywhere. It has specific prices where it's going to execute, whether buy or sell. If I say I'm selling you this pen for 10 rand, the same price that I sell, understand this, the same price that I sell you the pen is the same price you're going to buy the pen. The same price that I sell is the same price that you buy. The same price that gold sell at is the same price it's going to buy at. The answer is always there. So if you're going to misunderstand this and then you put in makeup, you're drawing all of those trend lines, as you see most guys here on TikTok, they have all the markings and the lines and this and this and this. They are putting makeup. I call them gay traders. Shit. Markets gives you the opening price. That's the, say, dealing price or execution price. If it's continuing, it's going to sell back to retest here and then sell. Even if it means now the case was to change from buying, it would have done this. whether buying was, it's gonna start here on this price. Even after changing direction, it's gonna happen exactly at this price. That's precise. So giving you something like this will make your life a whole lot easier, because this is something you can prove. It's not just facade or lies or assumptions like, yeah, I think it's gonna buy here, I think it's gonna. No, it's precise, it's specific, okay? Now, this is a bearish continuation. What to put this? Because you see that it's going down, okay? Beside this one, beside the red one, you can see it's going down. So if it's bullish, the market has been what? Going up to 2, opening price goes up. First clean setup. Second one, market goes up, retest within 1 and 2, goes up. The third one, market goes up, over. It comes back down here after 2 o'clock. That's where you will sell here sometimes. The market just like goes up a bit and then comes back after. And then by that time, you're already out of the trade. So there's always 3 scenarios. The one that happens a bit early, the one that happens on time, or it gets delayed, happen later. Boom. This is why you're gonna take your sell, that thing goes up, and then you say, what, fuck Mashaya, he lied, doesn't work now. Oh, they've catch up that the 714 method is working. Oh my God. They know that I'm using it now. Why every time I get to use something, eventually starts working? First it was triple M. Now this. The people will think like that. So now, after that, it's going to do this. Understand this. This is the on time. This is the early move. And then delayed. So the one that is delayed, mostly, even if you see that it happened to retest it, you wait for it. You wait. You sit on your hands. You wait for it to come back to the opening. It's always going to come back to the opening price. What I'm saying can be proven. So that's the difference between what I teach and what others teach. Other people, they teach mediocre trading. I teach you specific things. Specific time, specific price, specific targets. There's nothing as cleaner as that. Yabo? You know what you're looking for. So this is a bearish continuation. This is a bullish continuation. Write on your notes. Because I don't want you, when you get it home, now you start scratching your head. Oh, he said, Mudimu. No, write down notes. You are not here to watch movies. I'm not an entertainer. I'm a teacher. As I say, this is practical. You are here to listen and do. Okay? So this is a continuation. Now what happens in the market is you are going to buy, and then continuation, right? First day, waipulai. Second day, waipulai. Third day, yakupulai. You kill it the first day, second day, third day. On the fourth day, hey, what's happening now? They know now I'm using 714. This pro camera, the market make. Yeah. And each and every time you get a negative thought, you're going to have something that supports you. Yeah. Maybe you just lose the train and you go to TikTok, and then the video pulls out. Do you know that there are big brokers? These brokers, they can manipulate price. If you are buying, they change price to selling. So it becomes like that. Now, this is what happens then after. Okay, opening price. Now, the market was buying for consecutive of 3 days or 4 days. And then now, You are very much aware of this. So you look at price action. Market was buying, comes down here. You see, Marshall says if it buys, I should sell, take small profits, or it's continuation. So yesterday it was buying, today it's still, so it's still part of continuation. And then the market was like, hey, and then like, they catch up again. What really happened is that from here now, market is changing direction. So that is the day where mostly people are going to lose. When the market changes, because you don't know it's going to change today, you don't know if it's going to change tomorrow. So once you see it now, it's been bullish the whole time. It's been bullish going up, but they just changed decision and coming back here. It's going to reprice exactly here. From the opening price, it will come up here, break down back to the entry, continues. That's why you will buy here. And then it goes down back to the entry. You see like, oh, hey, now it's playing in the entries. And you don't close. You're like, yeah, now it's back. And the market just like, 2 candlesticks, 100 pips. Oh, now you're out of the picture. You see? So this is happening on, I call this immediate reversals, so that you know. Because mostly it happens unexpectedly. Immediate reversal. This is immediate reversals. So the market just changes direction instantly without you paying attention. Even if you're there. I know, it's hard to see it sometimes. Okay? So I'm not saying, some people are like, Masha, what is the probability of 714? I don't know. I've never done a probability. All I know is, I trade what I know. As long as I make money, I'm good. If I lose, I don't care. I've made more than actually what I'm losing. Yeah, so there's no probability. And even for you, I'm not going to give you any guarantee. With like, it's 90%. It's a lie. Realistic of trading. You trade what you see every day. That's how you round up about it. If it moves, you trade it. So from here, now, opening price, it's been bullish here. So if it's been bearish, now the market will be like, it's been going down, comes up here, retest here. You're like, oh, okay, it's going to sell. And then market breaks up, retest, boom, goes up. But the change will always be on the OP, not everywhere else. Okay? It's going to be like this. And then we come back to the same thing. Sometimes it's going to delay the movement. Sometimes it's going to happen on time. Sometimes it's going to happen on time. Yeah, that's a W. But the reason why I don't trade M's and W's is because by the time it happened, the market's already moved. And most of the time I found out after I'm in the trade, like, oh, some people are cheering today. Yeah, finally I got it. So the reason why I don't trade patterns, there's no specifications on it. Because you don't know when it's going to happen next. You don't know the time. You don't know how long will it last. So as long as there's mediocre is part of information that is not accurate. It's just information, random information, of which is how I don't want you to be able to trade. I want you to trade accurate information. When you are wrong, you are able to account. When you win, you know exactly how you won your trade. Yeah, well. And please, when you start making money, you thank me. You don't go to church and say, oh, pastor, oh, hey, keep betting. And then you go to church. That's what most people do. Once they start making money, they're going to church and say, oh, thank God. Oh, Lord. And then you give your pastor all the money, forgetting my Jameson. Triple select. How? With Diet Coke. How? Yeah, you guys, hey. So now, these are the 3 scenarios: on time, delayed, early. Okay? So it's going to be like that. Even here, same thing. 50 pips move. Okay, this one on time. Early, delayed. Okay, need to be early. But that is how it goes. Okay? Most importantly, you don't trade another person's problem. You trade how you should trade your problems. Okay? As I've driven my car from KZN to here, when I go back, I need to change my brake pads. Right? Because they finished because of you, motherfuckers. So the brake pads for the Ranger, the front ones are 11,000 something, the back ones are 11 something. So I need to have like 24,000 to cover up those brake pads. I don't need your money. I will trade it and make money. But the point is, how I make my money is from the chart. So it's easy for me to actually cover up. Maintenance, I talk about this in the beginning. I talk about maintenance in terms of the house, not in terms of a car, but it's the same thing. That's why I'm saying, don't get yourself used to like expensive lifestyle and whatnot. Even if you make a lot of money, just live a normal, controllable life. Because this thing of you upgrading your lifestyle because you want to improve people, you're gonna be under pressure most of the time. That's why you'll have to pretend as if you bought a new car now. The latest BMW, because when you need to prove what you are cool. Yeah, well, buy reliable cars. Get a BM, get a double cab. I'm not gonna say range. Get a double cab or Hilux or what. I often ask people this question in seminars: which car gets more respect, a double cab or a sport car like a Ferrari, a McLaren? Which person gets more respect? A person who's jumping off a double cab, or a person who's jumping off a Ferrari or McLaren? Raise your hand and give me an answer. Okay. Back. Okay. All right. So it's a draw, actually. Okay, you? It's low. Wow. Where do you buy the low ones? Okay, double cap. It's a double cap. Yeah.
I see a guy with a Ferrari or those ones are mentioning one of the double cap I can see, those ones is business minded. After stability.
Yeah.
It's not after fancy.
Okay, so now, okay, it double cap won actually, because only two people are like Ferrari. And also for myself, I vote for a double cap. You understand why? That's why I said respect. Because when you see someone jumping off a Ferrari, it's always like, yo, yeah. And that's it. It's always flammable. But when you see a person on the range, even if when they're jumping off, you want to see every step they're taking. Like, hey, kimango. You see? When you see a person jumping off a tower, you're like, yeah. And you ask, I'm my range. Lo hamba ngeFerrari ungawuthi ufuna umshaya ngempama. Ohamba ngeRange ke usondele. You see, so it's the respect. But mostly, the value of the cars, it's almost the same. But for most cars, because you have Most of my double cab, they're like 1.4, 1.6 million, up to 2 million, right? With that amount, you can get a sport car with that amount. You can get, so you choose where do you spend your money. Like you said, reliability in terms of that maintenance, most important thing. Because I'm a brake pads a Ranger, it's 11,000. You'd find that I'm a brake pads a Ferrari, it's maybe like 50 something. Yeah, so maintaining that lifestyle, yeah, it's very much expensive, but if you really have money, just like me, I have a range, I can go rent that thing and like, oh yeah, it's just, no. But it's not a car that really gives you that much of a respect. And for most people who have things, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we see you. Yeah, well,